Hello everyone, I am Travis and this is my YouTube channel, TravisGetsCreative. Thank you for joining me today. As you can see, I have my Jelly Arts gel printing plate out. This one is the slightly stained 8-inch round gel printing plate. So I thought I'd just have a little fun. I have some Dylusions ink sprays that I haven't used in quite a while, and I want to get some use out of them, so I thought I would combine my gel printing plate with some of my favorite stencils, and yeah, should be fun. It's probably going to be a little messy, but isn't that part of the point? Let me get it out of the packaging here, if I can. There we go. All right. So it has been quite a bit since I've used this, actually. It has a little indentation on that side, so I will flip it over. It's been quite a while since I've used this. Actually, I should have taken off the other plastic as well. And then I'm just going to stick it on the Tim Holtz glass media mat. It's slightly dirty, but it should still hold it all pretty well. I'm hoping this will cut down on some spray, on overspray, I should say. If I could use this to cover up my diamond painting pens so they don't accidentally get sprayed with ink. The good news is that these are water soluble, so you can get them off, but I don't want to take any chances that they might stain it, so just a precaution. I have some distilled white vinegar that I'm going to spray just to get it clean. Look at this, a new package of baby wipes. Okay. So I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. Mine went pretty well. Spent some time with family, and then just watched television and worked on my diamond painting. Kind of the basics that you do. These baby wipes have been sitting a while, so they have a little bit more moisture than I would like, but not a problem. I also have this roll of paper towels to blot the ink up. And I'll use it to get some of those suds up. Okay. I know you probably can't see that too well, but hopefully it's visible enough. Here, what I might do is put down a sheet of paper. And at least that way you'll be able to see it a little better, I hope. So sorry, bear with me just a moment while I get all this set up. I don't know if I'm going to edit this video or if I'll eventually add music or a time lapse or whatnot. So for right now, we'll just go with it. Alright, so one of the things that I've learned with gel printing plates, and especially with these Dylusions ink sprays on the gel printing plate, is that you don't want to get too many colors at once because it gets kind of muddy. So I think I'm just going to start with these three right now. I have Funky Fuchsia, Fresh Lime, and Vibrant Turquoise. Some of these are warm. Actually, I think these are all in the warm palette. There is a list that folks can go to look those up. Get my stencil ready. I got my paper ready. I've also got a huge box of deli paper that I've been working on for years and years. So I've got that to the side so that I can get it when I need it. I have a little spray bottle of water. And yeah, let's have some fun. All right. I don't know if these sprayers are going to work. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's, like I said, it's been a while since I've used them, so. As you can see, the overspray is real. So this is one of the Patty Tolly Parrish stencils. She designed these specifically for the gel printing plates. Make sure I can get some of that ink up. It looks a lot more vibrant. Just because this is ink, it is going to run a little over the edges. That's just a part of it, so I'm not concerned about that. One thing to note is if you use Dylusions inks on your stencils, it is water reactive, so you want to make sure you clean them well before you use them with any acrylic paint, because that ink will reactivate and start to run on you. So, just a second. I'm going to rearrange a little bit here. What did I do with my brayer? Here it is. As I was saying, I'm sure I'm going to end up making mud by mixing some of these colors. That's just going to be part of the fun of the process, so we will experiment and see what happens. Alright, so I've got the, what is it, fresh lime and vibrant turquoise on there already. I think what I'm going to do is just get a light spray of the funky fuchsia, if I can. It's kind of hard to make it a light spray. And it looks like some of it might be turning a little orange and brown. So yeah, as you can see, these inks are kind of messy. They will stay on your hands for probably 3 or 4 days. You can wear gloves or get that lotion that helps form a barrier on your hands. I'm just going to go with it. So, let's see what we got. Let's use another stencil. How about these diamonds? Will be fun. And of course, it's a square stencil, but go with it. I really like that. So I've just got this one paper here to do kind of like a wipe off of the excess. And then hopefully they'll kind of air dry as they sit. So I know you probably can't see this very well, but there are some diamond indentations here where the stencils left a mark. So I'm going to go back in with a piece of deli paper and pick that up. The point of this is just to play and use some items that I've had on my shelf for quite a while that I haven't used, and I want to now. So it's just to play and experiment and have some fun. If there's anything that I like, I'll probably tear it up or cut it up and use it in one of my art journals once I get back into that, which I'm hoping is soon, because I kind of have been feeling like I want to art journal, which is lovely. I've really missed that creative outlet. I love diamond painting, don't get me wrong, but just painting and experimenting with inks and stuff is fun. Alright, so it's a good first layer. Not really a lot going on there. One of the things I like to do is start out with stencils that have like big openings like this, and that helps you kind of layer on top. I think I'm gonna try the funky fuchsia. I definitely oversprayed that, so I will give it a second. Actually, I'm going to spray a little bit of water and just help that all mix. A little bit more. This is another one of Patty Tolly Parrish's stencils. I don't know if you can still find these on istencils.com or not, but that's where I purchased them from. Okay. I'm going to use the paper towel. Just blot up that ink. Look at that, isn't that cool? That makes so much fun texture when you add it into art journal pages. The only thing is, when you do that, you do have to be careful because it is water reactive, as I said, so it can mess up some paint that you've already put down. So there is a product called Spectrafix that I like to use. You can also use gel medium or gloss sprays, just something to put over the top of them. Okay, so yeah, this is turning out wonderfully. That would be great for collage. So let's see, now that I'll try one of these. I'm feeling like I want to spray some black on there, maybe. There we go, we have black marble. So I'm using regular printer paper, and then I've got this heavier cardstock paper and my deli paper. This is also fun to do with acrylic paint or craft paint, but I didn't want to get any of that out tonight. Oh, look at that. You get that blue and that purple mixed in with that black. That's so cool. I'm running out of places to put stuff. That is usually my problem. Alright, let me move these stencils out of the way. Put this one down. Maybe we'll do diagonal like that. So that page is kind of fun too. That would be a fun background that you could use those lines to write on or do all sorts of things with. Set that one to the side as well. And then, what's next? This is a fun one. I think it's another patty stencil. Yeah. This one is called Dot Maze Round, which is really fun. And I think I'm going to go back in with some green. Way more than I need, I'm sure. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of this vibrant turquoise as well. More than I intended, but you know how it goes. I just really like building up the layers, and then you get kind of more dynamic pages. This is regular copy paper, so if there's a lot of ink, it might bleed through a bit on your hands, but... Oh, yeah, okay. So we get some of that texture from those lines from this stencil here. You could see some of that, but I think because I heavily saturated that turquoise in those areas, you kind of lost some of that. But I'm okay with that. So I'm really excited. I'm almost at 400 subscribers, so if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing that, because there could sort of be some kind of giveaway happening once I reach that number. Okay, and I think I'm going to get some tissue paper and clean that up. I'm going to do a little bit of water just to reactivate any that might have started to dry on me. Yeah, I never thought I would get anywhere near 400 subscribers, so I'm very thankful to all of you that have stuck with me and continue to watch my videos and comment. Thank you so much. I consider YouTube kind of a hobby. It helps with my mental health. It gets me out of bed and stops me from ruminating on all the bad stuff all the time. So it's always very much appreciated when I get to interact with folks here. I think I need a red. Let's see, do I want post box red or cherry pie? Let's just do both. So this is post box red. Oh, the sprayer's got a little blockage happening. That's my fault. I'm awful about cleaning them properly. So, hand check so far. Thinking of going over this one. I think that would look kind of fun with that green and blue. Let's see if I can get it lined up close. Probably not. That's not one of my strong suits, so probably not going to happen. If it does happen, it's completely by accident. Yeah, see, I was a little off, but not a big old thing. the brayer is slightly moving it because I don't have a flat surface. That's why you're getting some of those specks everywhere. I think I want to use this one. Actually, no, I need to go over it first with something like this. Just experimenting, playing to see what we get. I think I'll start a new page. Actually, I'll use another sheet of deli paper. I've got the ink on my hand, so it's hard not to get it on the page. Alright, this has a little more tiny intricate details, so I'm trying to get as many of those as I can get. Oh wow, that's a fun one too. It looks a lot more purple magenta-y in person. Let's see, there we go. That helps a little bit. Bring it up into the proper light for you. Another fun one. Right, how am I going to get that out? Lots of stuff happening. Use my fingernail because I have those now somehow. I don't really want to cover up that one, so the only downside of this is I had to move out all of my diamond painting stuff. Well, not all of it, because the Lazy Susan Tower of Goodness is all still there, but my diamond painting and my drills had to go away. I hope you can hear me okay. I kind of had to adjust the microphone position as well, just so it's not in my face. I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Oh wow, look at that. That would be fun to add to an art journal, especially if you have a machine that can go and cut through all those intricate circles. And now I want to get this one. This is another Patty Tolly Parish stencil. I cannot remember the name of it. And I don't think it's visible on here anymore, so sorry. Alright, I'm going to just saturate this with more red. Wow, I think that went everywhere except on there. And that's how it goes sometimes. You definitely want to make sure you're not wearing your nicest clothes when you're using spray inks. You don't want to ruin them. And no matter how much overspray you think you're going to get, you always end up getting more than you think. So I tried to plan ahead, but this is why my table looks the way it does. Oh, that's fun. It's got kind of a grunge look to it, which I really like. What I might do is once all these are dry, I might cut them out and start adding them into my art journal. Probably won't do it today. It'll probably be a few days from now. So if you want to see that video, please tell me in the comments below. Sorry if my head shows up in the frame. I'm not meaning for that to happen, but it could. So we got a little bit of that in the image. You can see it there, a little bit in the center, and there, and there. Lots of stuff happening on Facebook right now in Rose Profit's Facebook group, home of Rose Profit Creations. So if you hear notifications, everyone is just talking to each other. I could shut them off for a while, but I'm not bothered by them. Let's see. No, I had some. Here they are. Aha. I can't remember who made this stencil. I usually get my stencils from either Joggles, Stencil Girl, or iStencils. Those are the three. And then every now and then I've gotten some from, I think, Dick Blick. Or, of course, the Dina Wakley stencils. I use those a lot. Going a little overboard with that. Now let's see if I can actually purposefully make it kind of muddy. Just for something different. Let's go through these other pages I've started. Here's a good one. Wow, isn't that fun? You just build texture upon texture. Let's see, I need to set that one to the side because it's pretty wet. So the cool thing about the gel printing plates is that they have a lot of different sizes available now. When I first started, you could really only get a 5x7 or an 8x10, but now they have them available in round sizes, and you can get like 3-inch squares, and just a variety. So if you're interested in them, definitely check them out. There's a lot of different stuff you can do with them too, which is nice. See, I think I want to spray some black on here. put this Patty stencil on there. Some of them have the names printed on them, and they're not covered up by paint. This one is called Pictographs Round. I'll try to get it lined up a bit. Whoops, I moved it, but that's okay. Not as good as it would have been with paint, but that's all right. I think that one is mostly dry. Get the brayer and kind of transfer some of that ink that way. And I need to clean off my brayer as well. So yeah, that color combination definitely got us into the kind of brownish gray territory, but it's good contrast. You can always let this dry and then go over it with some bright colors, and it just adds to the background. I really want to use this map stencil. Let me dig to get it out. This is an stencils, I think. Oh no, this is an Artist Seller stencil. So I've also gotten stencils from Artist Seller, apparently. Forgot about that. I'm pretty sure this is the London map. So that's the River Thames there. Did I say that right? I think I said it right, but apologies if I butchered it. Let's see, let's venture into some other colors here. We can get this bright yellow. Lemon zest. I'm going to go over this page. I think that will look nice. I'm going to go a little bit longer on this one because I want to try to get as much of that ink from those smaller details as I can. So I'm going to do my best to press down every little bit that I can to pick those up. See what we've got. Okay, it doesn't really look like a map, but it does look cool, so I'm okay with that. I might have flipped that over on myself. I think I did. Oh well. Too late now, but not a big deal. I've got to be careful. I put that tab on there and it wants to sit there all the time. Let's see, I think I'm going to let that dry for a minute. And then I'm going to go over it with white. It does come with white. This is one that has a roller ball in there to help disperse the pigment, so you just have to make sure you shake it really well. I'll let all the particulates move around. Oh, I already forgetting what I did. Pure Sunshine. Here we go. Squeezed Orange. And Tangerine Dream. I think I'll go with Squeezed Orange. So it kind of looks like I have a tattoo now. All part of the fun, folks. Alright, I think that's dry enough. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the orange and that yellow down first. That's not going to get all of it. This is a Dina Wakley stencil. Actually, for that, let's use a good piece. Well, just some ink right now, but as you build layer upon layer, it will start looking cooler and cooler. Alright, I'm going to take a second to organize everything that's still drying. And I'm going to let that sit for a few more extra minutes. I'm good with that. I'm really setting them into two piles. This left pile is the pile that I can add to, and the pile on the right is the pile that I'm pretty happy with and think I'm done with. Most of these should go on the pile on the left, but I think I'm happy with that one and with that one. Alright. Not bad at all. Got it stuck again. Okay. I don't even know how long I've been going. Oh, only 38 minutes. Time goes by fast. I definitely want to break out the acrylic paint next time I do this, because I like getting those crusty bits and building layers and everything. Alright, I can't remember how opaque this white is, so by the looks of it, not much. Oh well. Well, the good news is my bottles are all covered with white spray now. Alright, get that moved over so I don't have any transfer, I hope. And I will put these down. Why not? We're just going to add a little more to that white. It's always good to have different thicknesses of material to pick stuff up with. I really like these thicker pages because it kind of soaks in a little more. Oh, look at that. I love that. Mix of orange and gray. It's beautiful. I really love this stencil. Where did I get it from? It's well used, so I'm not sure if I will even be able to tell. Nope, can't tell. I don't know if they even printed it on there or not, to be honest. So I do think with inks, the stencils that have the wider openings are better because you get more transfer that way. So you can see a little dusting of white on the edge there. Try to get that somewhat in the middle. I want to go in with fuchsia. Hopefully to contrast some of that orange. Well, that's more than I intended, but I'm sure it'll look great. We are getting some ink through, well, you can't really tell on my hands at this point, but some of the ink from the deli paper does come through slightly. Ooh, I really like this one. It's got a mix of all those colors on it. I think I'm gonna try to, actually, where'd that one go? Sorry. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong stack. That's why I can't find it. This one. With mono printing like this, it's really hard to get two prints that are the same. And I think that's part of why I like it too, is that there's less of a need to have perfection because you're not going to be able to replicate your results very easily. I like that. Alright, how long have we been going now? 43 minutes. Let's go a little bit longer. You all are more than welcome to fast forward through my videos or set them on twice the speed. That doesn't bother me, so you are in charge. You can consume these videos however you want. Actually, I think I'm going to put this down first. And I'm going to put this down. I'm really going to saturate that color in. Sorry, reaching ahead again. And then I'll put page down and lift that up. Fun. Let's put it in the dry pile, or the too dry pile, I should say. Oh, I didn't put that on straight at all. story of my life. I'm one of those people that can't draw a straight line if my life depended on it. That's kind of why I go more towards abstract art. I like that stencil, it's so fun. Reminds me of a fingerprint sometimes. Alright, so I put the red down. I think I'm going to do orange and yellow next. Let's see, here's a stencil we haven't used. If I remember right, this is one that kind of sprays weird. Yep. So I want to pick up some of it, but I don't want to let it stay too long because I want some of that color to remain down. Here's a fun one. I have this huge table and I always feel like I need more table space. Oh, we got that stencil almost somewhat clean. That's the map. Oh, let's try this text stencil. Go over it with a little bit of black. Grunge it up slightly, but when you have these more intricate detail stencils, the thinner materials help pick it up better than the thicker paper. So there we go. We got some of it up, and then some of it's going to be left behind. Let's look at some of these. Right, I need to do something with that. Maybe I can draw with this. As I said, I'm not a good drawer, so don't judge me too harshly. It's also kind of difficult to draw on this surface because it's not paint, so it's not going to adhere very well. But if I can kind of get the outline added, then I can always add it later. That's the weirdest flower I've ever seen. Just try to use dots. And being careful not to put too many indentations into the gel printing plate because you need to keep that surface on there. So at this point, this is just more experimenting. because I still have some of that black down, it's probably not going to come through as well as I might like it to. Woo. So I started out with this video, I had a bunch of things I wanted to say, and I kind of forgot about all of that, so I will save that for a whippin' chat. I'm still working on Hallowed Childhood by Rose Prophet Creations, and I'm loving it. So definitely check my past videos if you aren't familiar with that diamond painting. Oh, that's kind of fun. Texture on texture on texture. You could put a layer of gesso on this, and some of that ink would pull through to the top. And especially if you do a wash of the gesso, then you'll get a thinner layer, so you'll still be able to see some of what's underneath. So that's fun. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's probably on the bottom. Alright, let's do one final one. I really want to do this Flower of Life one. Oh dear. This is why you clean your sprayers, folks. Got a nice fingerprint. So it kind of shows through. Not great, but you can kind of see it in certain places. That's just part of it. So it's really just put a layer of gray on there for the most part. Let's see if I can bring it closer so you can see. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of times when you're doing art journaling, the background is the hardest part. So sometimes it can be fun to just have a page of just randomness that you put down. And then you can cover it with gesso and kind of build up your art journal page from there. I'm not one of those people that journals a lot with my art journal, just because I find it difficult. This is still pretty wet. Set that to the side. But I would like to be, so maybe I just need more practice with it. Smidge of this. Ooh. Kind of latched onto that turquoise and made it even lighter. Bring back the bubbles. Can never go wrong with bubbles, right? So you spray it with the misting of water. The big reveal. Oh wow, look at all that brightness. I love that. So see, sometimes it pays to go overboard on the color. Alright, I can't stop, so we'll do one more. Do something with this page using this stencil because I haven't used it yet, I don't think. I want to do blue and orange. I don't know, it's going to be muddy, but we're going to go with it anyway. Let's make mud. I don't know why I like horizontal lines and arrows better usually. Oh, I forgot to spray the water. I was going to do that before I put the stencil down. Oh well. It's 9 o'clock at night. Wow, look at that. Yeah, definitely go with oversaturating your colors. That is the lesson I learned here this evening. So yeah, I'm definitely going to put Spectra Fix or some kind of acrylic spray sealer on that before I use it because I don't want it to reactivate when I glue it down to my art journal. There's still a lot of ink here, so I'm going to get another paper. Alright, I've kept you here long enough. Thank you so much for joining me. I don't know how many people are going to watch this video, let alone if anyone will like it, but I appreciate you all tuning in and listening to me babble. And yeah, like I said, please subscribe. I am planning a little giveaway for my 400 subscriber mark. More details on that will follow. And definitely like this video if you liked it. And I love to hear your comments, so please leave me a comment below, even if it's just to say I watched your video. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. And then hopefully some of that will be on there. Pick that up too. Got some air bubbles in there, but hey, nobody's perfect. Don't waste your time trying to be. It's a nice little ghosting effect of it. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Lots of fun play with my gel printing plate and these awesome Dylusions ink sprays. So, thank you for joining me. Bye for now. Take care.